We have got a really lovely live stream today. This is full of amazing information that's going to really help you. So what I've found is that lots and lots and lots of people that are coming towards me do not trust their intuition and don't have an energetic strategy for their growth, which means that it's slow, stunted and difficult sometimes. So I've put together this live stream today about the most important thing that builds an energetic strategy for your limitless growth. And I'm going to go and cover actually what an energetic strategy is and all the ingredients within that of what I know works, and again the most important thing that you need to attend to within it. So let's get going, shall we? Your energetic strategy is the number one thing that you need for your business growth. End. You know, just that. You can have audience growth, launch mode, passive income working for you, brand building strategies. But if your energy is off, then the levels of success that you will achieve will be off as well. You know, your energetic strategy happens anyway, mostly unconsciously. You decide to do something, you go ahead, you do it, and in the background, your energy is vibrating like a magnet, drawing experiences and situations towards you based not what on you decide to do, but based on what you are now and what you subconsciously believe will happen. It makes sense then, doesn't it, to define something that supports your energy to hum in the best way, to vibrate for your best self now, so that you can allow it to fine tune and find more expansive frequencies as you move forwards in your urge for growth, your evolution of you. Have a think a moment about a tree. This is lovely. It's a really easy metaphor. You know, a tree grows upwards. It reaches towards the sky, doesn't it? It explores downwards, finding root in the earth simultaneously. And you, to have a good energetic strategy, need to be the same. This metaphor of the tree is a perfect example of a balanced energetic strategy. You know, as you reach, you dive deep and you stay steady because of it. Your reach, your exploration of you, your urge to have an impact, to have to make change, to be a leader, is defined by your higher self, your higher intelligence, or your higher mind, depending on what you call it. It's defined by your higher self and your desire to create. With that, I don't know if you recognize what I'm going to talk about here, but when you do have a desire or you have an idea, often you can become ungrounded. So your higher self has given you an idea, but then you must steady and soothe and step around your ego or your logical mind. That is your survival mechanism, so that you can ground the idea. Now, your ego, your logical mind, your survival mechanism is based on your past, not on your future. So whenever you've got a big idea coming in, it's going to have a wobble. That's just the nature of us. And it's not to be ignored. In fact, it needs to be embraced and used within your strategy, your energetic strategy, to assist you to move forwards. Now, I am pretty sure that you will have a financial strategy. You'll have a growth strategy that's outcome-based. You even will have a strategy about hiring your dream team, or a strategy on how you're going to learn different academic things. What I mean, I suppose, is that you have plans and you have a process to do the things that you've planned. Well, if you haven't, you really need to. if you haven't got a financial strategy, it's something to go away right now and think about. But, and it is a big but, the anchor of all these things that are external, all these things that you do, all the things that you achieve and receive, is your energy. And that's where we come in with your energetic strategy. So what do you need to include for an energetic strategy that works? That's tried and tested by me, by my clients, and actually gets results. Tangible ones, measurable ones, such as, doubling your turnover in 6 months. One of my clients did that and hit 7 figures. Landing new magnificent deals that just come out of the woodwork and take you into a whole new area of growth. Another one of my clients, that happened for them within 3 months. Finding exponential investment for a startup, perhaps. That's also happened with another of my clients who set up a startup with an energetic strategy embedded in everything that they do. Now, another thing, it works not just on business, it works on your relationships. So if you are having a tricky time with a loved one or a partner, then an energetic strategy will assist you in building something very strong around the relationship for change, a better change, for better communication. So energetic strategy is the source of everything that you experience and receive, because it comes from your truth and it comes from your heart. So I've got a long list really of things here to include. Number 1, there's 40, just so you know. Number 1, dream big. So big it scares you, so big that you think to yourself, my goodness, who am I to think that I can do that? And as you think, who am I to think that I can do that, then explore your fears around actually doing it and achieving it. How is it going to change your life? What are you really afraid of? And get really honest about them and dig deep. You see, reach high, dig deep. And as you explore your dreams, reaching, you must face your fears. And to do that, you've got to dive into your subconscious mind and deal with your past and your patterns of behavior. Number 4, listen to your intuition. Now, I'm going to say that many times as I outline this strategic framework, because it's not just number 4. It hits all the way through these 40 points that I have defined for you. Trust and listen to your intuition. Then, number 5, notice your gut feeling. Notice it. And then ignore it. It's your survival mechanism. And if you can't ignore it, if it's persistent, know that it is wanting you to stop because it doesn't like change, as it perceives change is dangerous, because your gut feeling is your survival mechanism. It's based on your past. It's based on your patterns of safety. Okay? Number 6, ask yourself curious questions, daydream and wonder about what it will be like when whatever you dream of lands in your reality. And number 7, be able to sit in these questions without finding the answer right now. Sometimes I see a lot of clients of mine fall down on this because they're looking for an answer. They're wanting to find a solution. Sometimes we need to wait in the chaos of the questions and be happy and steady with that, reaching and steadying ourselves as we dive into why we need to know all the answers right now. Why can't we just be and live and experience the things that come towards us, so that maybe one day, quite soon usually, the answers manifest themselves and problems just disappear. Number 8, listen to your intuition. Trust your intuition. There we are again. If you are asking curious questions, if you're wanting answers and solutions, listen to your intuition. And then number 9, this is an important one. Pace yourself. Number 10, practice patience and humility. This can also be difficult. We we are very impatient. We want things now. Our attention moves away from us all of the time. When we achieve something, it's difficult to be humble with it. I don't mean don't celebrate, but I mean just allow yourself to be in the grace of what you've received. Yeah, it's come to you because you deserve it. It's come to you because your vibration matches it. And sit in the wonder and humility of that wonderful process. Number 11 is to define the baby steps and the big steps, and then the medium steps that you need to take towards your dreams and your desires, your big dreams, yeah? And then number 12 is to define what needs to happen in your external situation, but you have no control over. For example, something that you don't know how it will land. You might need to meet someone who has contacts in a different area, but you don't know anyone. So if you can define that and then let go of the need for it to happen right now, things will shift and change. And then number 13, again, is listen to your intuition. When you're defining these things that you don't have control over, you need to listen to your intuition, and then you need to pay attention to serendipities. The person that smiles at you in a restaurant and begins a conversation may well be exactly the right person with the right contacts who will help you move forwards. So be open to that. Number 15 is about letting go of outcome and time frame and specific ways of things coming to you. Because if you define a way that something has to land, you are closing down the possibility and the potential of receiving something in a different way. And that is ego. And we want to move past ego and allow our intuition to flood into us so that we can lead in our life from our higher intelligence, our higher self, and our higher mind. Number 16, again, all of these things are really important. Plan for space in your mind, plan for space in your life so that you can receive new things to you. If you're always busy, if you're always constant, if you've got mind chatter going on, it's very difficult to notice when something good is coming towards you. Number 17 is about motivating yourself to look after yourself. Now, self-care is in every moment, in every day. Your physical body, your mind, your energy is everything for you. It makes sense to self-care all of the time. Now, I don't mean go and have your nails done or your hair done or dress wonderfully or exercise, although all of those things add to this. What I mean is care deeply about who you allow in your life, care deeply about how you share yourself, care deeply about what you give, and care deeply about what you receive, and pay attention to it. And here we go again. Listen to your intuition, because it will be telling you when your self-care is off. Self-care is in every moment of every day. Number 19, breathe. Breathe fully. And as you do, you inhale something new. And as you exhale, you let go of that and allow space in your body and in your mind. Number 20, be your own witness. Watch yourself, observe yourself. 21, take responsibility for your choices. You choose to do whatever you do. No one else does. And you take responsibility for the outcome of that. And as you do this, number 22 is to be realistically positive. Now, we're all going to have down days and we're all going to feel negative about stuff. We're human. But I don't like to shift that completely into, everything's going to be fine, because that can actually be dangerous. It can kind of bypass what you're feeling. But if you're realistically positive about what you can do and how you can shift, and after all, there's 24 hours in a day and tomorrow will be a new day and you're going to feel differently when you wake up. If you can be realistically positive about whatever comes towards you, then you've got a chance of shifting things and being aware of how you're feeling and allowing those emotions to move through you. Number 23 is about delegation. If you can't do something, or if you hate something, do your best to delegate it. Number 24 connects to that. It's about recruiting experts when needed. Now, ensure these experts lift you up when they do. Experts that are negative and ruled only by proof and numbers can be very unhelpful. So make sure that the experts that you recruit align to your own energy and to your own strategy around intuitive self and energetic vibration as well. Listen to your intuition when you do follow that recruitment idea. 26. Pay attention to your thoughts and your environment and the people you surround yourself with. Ask yourself often, do they support the energy of where you see yourself going? And if they don't, then you need to take responsibility about the choices that you're making. You see how these kind of all layer upon themselves. Number 27, you have to manage and empower yourself. This is self-care and your team. If you have a team around you, the first thing is the point of the center of that wheel of your team, manage and empower you, and then manage and empower your team as well. Number 28. This is a good one. Pay attention to your finances. Really. Money is the physical manifestation of love, and it really does make the world go round. So if you're ignoring your finances, or if you have a distorted relationship with money, then pay attention to it. Go and look to it, dive deep with it, shift it, change it, because it will be affecting your energetic vibration, and it needs to be a very strong part of your strategy. When you have paid attention to your finances, set a plan in place that funds your idea of your growth. Yeah, you might have these big ideas, but if you've got no idea how you're going to pay for the different things that you've got to do, you can put yourself deeply into lack, and that is not a good energetic strategy. So you have to build a plan, and if it means that you take baby steps before you can take medium or big steps towards the ideas that you have, then that's okay. You've still got an energetic intention within your strategy. Number 30 is pay yourself. Yeah. If you are building a business, if you want impact, you must pay yourself. If you can, pay yourself well. And when you do, number 31 is set aside money for your taxes. Now, taxes is not your money. It is money that you collect for your culture, for your infrastructure, for your government. Set it aside when you pay yourself. Make sure that you have it. Otherwise, again, you're going to be setting yourself into lack and probably having a very distorted relationship with taxes, government, cultural responsibilities. So number 32 in this energetic strategy is to have a look at how you can love paying taxes. I look at it as a gift to my community, to my culture, and to my environment. And when I did that, it shifted many, many things for me in my energy. It's a very good one to have a look at, and I imagine it will be something that most of you watching will need to pay attention to. Number 33 is to track your turnover and to track your profits and to celebrate them. That's not something I often see people doing, but make sure you know what your turnover is and make sure you know what your profits are within that. Number 34 is about cutting your losses. If you've made a loss, or if something is not working, cut it. Let it go without regret, but with a lot of learning. Yeah. Number 35, ensure you rest. Sleep is where magic begins. It really is. 36, take lots of holidays, even if they are days on their own. Make sure that you have time out, because this is where the magic bubbles. All right. 37, trust your intuition. 38, breathe some more. Yeah, inhale potential, exhale without regret. Number 39, we're nearly there, guys. This is a long list. Be still with yourself. Yeah, rest, the magic begins. Holiday, play, the magic bubbles. Be still, the magic lands. And then number 40. This is where we come to the most important thing. The most important thing in your energetic strategy. It's inner work. Exploring your intuition, your higher intelligence. And in order to do that, you have to dive into your subconscious. Now, your intuition, your higher intelligence is your power, it's your truth, and it will never take you where you don't need to go. And in order to unlock more of it, in order to flex your intuitive muscle, you must go within, you have to go deep, and you have to go daily. Now, only you know who you are. Other people have different perceptions of you, but only you know who you are. And you are always more than your behavior. You're always more than your emotions and your thoughts and your beliefs. You are your spirit, your soul, your consciousness. Explore that, allow your intuition through, and you will embrace your own wisdom for your journey. And this is such a big part of your energetic strategy. This is where you bring trust of yourself in. And the way to allow more of that through is to really get to know your subconscious mind, your shadow. This means looking at your learned responses and your conditioning. 90% of the time, your survival mechanism, which is your ego, your shadow, your subconscious mind, governs your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, and your behavior. And this is what gets in your way. Yeah, because it's learned behavior. It's your lived experience so far. It's got nothing to do with where you're going because you've not experienced that yet. Now, diving into your subconscious mind means that you get a chance to look at the decisions that you made in the past that govern your behavior. And when you do this, you must ensure that you're purposeful with it, because it will uncover the gold that's hidden in the bedrock of your subconscious. And as you do this, that gold opens and flourishes and shows you how valuable and priceless you are in your own being, and more of your higher intelligence, your intuition, will land and be heard. Now, you can do this on your own, but it will take longer and you will miss things because you can't effectively mirror yourself. I don't. I have my own mentor. So choose a strong, patient mentor or coach who has done it, who has seen it, who has experienced so much more than they show. You know, you want to find someone with depth, not particularly financial success, although that is nice. But if you can find someone that has a resonance to you, that you have a sense that will be able to hold your hand and lead you through and show you the way and facilitate change for you, then you'll be onto a winner. As you do this, you must understand that challenge is a prerequisite of inner work. It is the actual embodiment of growth, you know. Challenge comes when you are charged to change. And it's how you deal with challenge. There's that realistic positivity that comes back in our energetic strategy that matters. So as challenge comes towards you, be realistically positive about how you deal with it. Embrace it because it is the door to the next level of you, and it will unlock a whole lot more of your intuition and your flow. Now, every time your desire moves you to create something or build something or have a bigger impact, you will be required to grow, you know, you will be required to evolve and you will be required to change. So it's good to choose it. It's good to choose this and take responsibility for it, keeping your eye on the prize. The prize isn't particularly the outcome. The prize is you, you know. The prize is you as you grow. The prize is you as you lift your heart and your gaze up so that you can move more energy through you and receive more intuitive hits from your higher self daily. So there's a lot to my energetic strategy for growth, but I hope that I've given you all the information that you need and a very strong idea of the one thing, the most important thing that you need to attend to help build your intuitive muscle and to deepen your own trust in yourself so that it allows you to embody your higher intelligence. As you do that, it will activate your ultimate flow code. That state of being where everything happens effortlessly and gracefully, where things come to you that you know are going to take you to your next step. Whether that is a baby step, a big step, or a medium step, ultimate flow code is when you find yourself in the right place at the right time, without pushing, without hardship. And your intuition plays a huge part in it, as does your energetic strategy. Lots of love, guys, and see you very soon.